So what is the Reboot My Commute initiative, and what inspired it?
This year, as the chairman of Riverside County Transportation Commission, I worked with our staff and our executive director to try to refine an effort for outreach to the community. And because so many people now are digital and using social media, we coined this phrase or hashtag for our effort called Reboot My Commute. And we wanted to find out what they thought about infrastructure, transportation, and other issues that they encountered during their commutes.
So now what happens once the data from Reboot My Commute is collected?
We're tabulating the information, our commuters' recommendations or requests, and then we're sort of using that to help prioritize the kinds of projects that we want to get done, because for a long time we've been working on projects primarily on the 91 that allowed people easier commutes outside of the county. And I've kind of pushed for, we need to focus more internally. How do we move our traffic around within Riverside County?
What is it going to take in terms of physical and financial resources to bring about the needed changes to modern transportation in the Riverside County area?
One of the good things about what we're doing in the planning and prioritizing is we know what projects on the books that we want to get done. Unfortunately, the funding gap continues to grow. So the monies we have available to do the projects that we want to do, say over the next 20 years, is roughly about $12 billion short. So we're really going to have to find efficient ways to stretch our dollars and to get as much out of a project as we can get. And of course we do, we submit applications for grant funding, matching funding from the feds or from the state, but there's a gap. And I'm committed to trying to get as many projects done that improve quality of life for our residents as we can get within the framework of what we have to spend.
So if the necessary changes get made, all that you've mentioned of course as well, what do you think the future of transportation in the Riverside County will look like in 20 years from now?
We are pretty much a car state. Everybody drives their car. That puts a great demand on our infrastructure in terms of roads. Rail, bus is out there as an alternative. Rail is extremely expensive, both to acquire the right-of-way, land, as well as to build the infrastructure. But it has to be an all-inclusive transportation plan that doesn't completely rely on the automobile, because we're just going to choke on our congestion. So I think it's going to be vital if we are to thrive as a region that we make investments in alternative types of transportation.
Well, thank you so much, Chuck, for your time. I really appreciate it, taking the time out of your busy schedule and being here with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.